Well, good night, good evening, and thank you for the congratulations. Well, I surely have faith per se, but I have plenty of faith in this team because my players are exemplary. Individually, they are fantastic, but they make the collective benefits of their individual qualities. So I have to keep the faith in this group of players because they always work for the common good, for the collective effort. They are very generous in their efforts, the work rate. This is just one more sign that this is an insatiable team, that they want to keep improving with spirits of sacrifice, and I have faith in them, and I'm proud to be able to direct these players. Congratulations. I wanted to ask you if you know what Morata has, what kind of injury, if he's injured or not, and if the whole of the country is seeing what you have been seeing for many months or even many years. Well, as for Alvaro, we're going to wait until tomorrow. We don't think it's anything. But I think it was during the celebration, of course, and it was something, his leg hurts, but we think he's going to be okay. And as for what you just said about the whole of the country seeing it, I think it's something that we can all reflect upon. You know, I accept criticism. I always did accept them. I think I'm a bit of an expert in assimilating criticism, but I want you to know that this may surprise you more than it surprises us, because we knew the possibilities that we had, these raw materials that we had. I know these footballers, and I take my decision. I make my decisions based on how much I know these footballers. It's not out of a whim. You know, you've been asking for this player or this other player when you don't know the history behind each and every one of them. We do know, me and the technical staff, and I know my players can give much more, and they can improve and be even better. And I'm pretty sure that we will. You want to be you want to defend your team, right? The whole time. Football. Do you think that football in the end gives a prize to the most attractive proposal, the most attractive football? Not always, but you need to believe in it. You need to give. You need to make your team play in the way that their team can play, you know. So I know this is a very versatile kind of team with very many different registers. But this is because of the footballers we have. Of course, knowing them, knowing the footballers as we know them so well, that gives us the chance to play them in different ways, have different registers with different footballers who would bring in different things on the pitch. And that's exactly what we try to do. But our idea of football is based on our self-assurance. This is what we want to play. We want to play to our strengths. I think I know that we are able to play great football. We've seen it throughout the tournament.
Thomas Ganoy from Deutsche Welle. Congratulations, first of all. I just wanted to ask about...
Enhorabuena, primero todo, pero quería preguntarle... Buenas noches. Me gustaría preguntarle por los pitos que ha recibido Marco Kurela durante todo el partido. ¿Qué opina de eso? ¿Y qué opina él? ¿Y cree que va a cambiar sus reflexiones de lo que piensa, su opinión de Alemania como país anfitrión, de alguna manera?
No, la verdad es que no sé por qué lo han pitado.
No, I don't know why they booed him, to be honest. I have no idea. But the only thing that they did was to motivate him. He's a great professional, a really mature player, and he knew how to overcome the pressure. And in any way, in any case, I'm against any lack of or any disrespect. I know the people who booed him do not represent anyone, Germany or anything. Germany as a host country has been extraordinary. So the people who booed him don't represent sports, football, or Germany as a country. First of all, congratulations. I wanted to ask you that you want your players to finish the plays and shoot on goal. When you saw Lamin's goal, what went through your head when you saw it? Well, we saw a touch of genius from a footballer. We all know who he is. We need to take care of him. And from here, I want to give him some advice. Same way that I do it in private. I would like him to work with the same humility, keep his feet on the ground in order to keep improving, learning with the same kind of attitude and that professionality, that maturity that he shows on the pitch. He looks like a much more experienced player, to be honest, but fundamentally, I celebrate that he's in our team, that he's Spanish, and that we count on him, and I hope we can enjoy him for years to come.
In English, please. Good evening, Pascal Jochum.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Tal vez pueda decir algunas palabras sobre Dani Olmo. No fue titular al principio, pero ahora se ha convertido en un jugador clave para su equipo. Ha vuelto a marcar otro gol para su selección. ¿Cómo ha visto su desarrollo? ¿Y qué puede aportar Dani Olmo a su selección?
Well, Dani
Olmo, it's a bit like I was saying before. He doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I know him really well, and I know his potential. He only needed time to adapt, to overcome a process, an injury that he had a while back, more than a month ago, but he needed time in order to integrate, and he needed to recover the pace and the rhythm that he needed. I can only be grateful for Dani Olmo for how much he brings to us on the pitch. I am fortunate enough to being able to direct 26 geniuses in football. For me, as a coach, and being the one to decide which player I bring, of course, I feel fortunate that they are Spanish. And we are fortunate enough to have a very young national team with a lot of present and with a lot of future. And Dani, of course, is one of our standards these days. What are you most proud of tonight, and what is your credit for this? You always talk about the players and how good they are, but you must have some sort of credit. You must demand some sort of credit for yourself. Well, I've been saying this from the beginning. It's the footballers' credit. They are the ones on the pitch. We need to select them, of course, bring them here, but it's their merit, it's their credit. It's always the footballers, and I prefer it to be like that, because they are the ones who make it feel so excited about this, knowing that we're going to live through a unique, maybe not unique, but a very important situation, which is playing a final. So ahead of this game, I must say that I feel so proud of these footballers, because of the way we have gotten here, because we have to play some very complicated matches, and I want us to get used to the idea of there is no gain without pain. So suffering in football and in life, it's part of life. If young people are listening to that, they need to know that it's normal. It happens every time. These players are young, but they are ready to suffer, to work, to commit. I'm really proud of the journey to this semi-final. I don't want to claim any sort of credit or anything. I am proud. I am happy to be here, but that's about it.